Hey class, good evening. चलो कर लो बोलिए। नहीं
मैंने मजाक मस्ती करने आया था, फिर
अच्छा, कर लो।
लाइव बना तो थोड़ा डिस्टर्ब करते हैं, नहीं टाइम कम है थोड़ा।
Hey class, good evening everyone. So, how are you all doing today? All well? All awesome? And all of you are excited for this session or not? Yeah? So I hope all of you are really excited because I am excited a lot. Because today we will be discussing, as I have told you, that we will be discussing about the direction sense test and work and time part. Okay, so today we will be discussing about these two things. Now let me tell you that what we will be discussing today. So this was the homework question which I have given you in the last session, right? So I hope all of you remember this. So the homework was this 56 some sign, and we have to decode this sign. So they have given the meaning of this sign. This sigma stands for this multiplication, this sign stands for division. So now let us rewrite this thing. Okay, let us rewrite this thing. So you'll be saying, sir, this looks like 56. After that, what is this sign? Okay, what does this represent? This sign represents division, right? So you will say, sir, divided by, then bracket as it is, 6 as it is, then this sign. This sign is what? Addition. So 6 plus, then 8 as it is, then bracket, then you have this sigma sign, so which means multiplication into 4, then this sign which means minus 1. So now this V part we have to solve. Okay, and I have told you whenever we are solving this kind of questions, we have to always follow BODMAS, right? Which was the first thing I have told. So let us solve the bracket first. So 6 plus 8 will become 14. So you'll be getting 56 divided by 14 into 4 minus 1. Now, after bracket we'll be going for division. So 56 divided by 14 will give you 4 into 4 minus 1. Now 4 into 4 will give you 16. 16 minus 1 will be equal to 15. So we are getting the correct answer as 15. Understood? So this was the solution, and I'm really happy that this time I have got so many comments, like so many amazing students have given so many answers. So one sheet was not enough, so I have to take continuously many shots. Okay, so these are all the students: Hina, Saksham, Varalakshmi, Kunal, Debraj, Sampat, Simi, Shabnam, Ishita, Om, Kishore, Anjana, Neha, Harshit, Tarun, Sudeep, Himadri, Pranav, Navneet, Madhuri, Mohammad Naveed, Adib, Surekha, Ansh, Sanvi, Shivani, Devadatta, Sarveshwar, Riyan, Vaibhav, Unknown Reveals, Nancy, Isha, Pramod, Shivam, Sanjay, Siddhu, Geeta, Fanindra, Ashish, Anurag, Riyan, and then Kanan. So awesome response from all of you guys. And today's lecture, I'm gonna give you a bit difficult question, and I just want to see whether all of you will be able to give me correct answer or not. Okay, so let's move ahead with today's topic. This is the schedule we have right now, and as I have told you already that every day I'll be sharing the schedules here with you. So first topic today we are starting is direction sense test. Okay, so the first thing which you have to remember very carefully is direction sense test. So all of you know all the directions: north, south, east or west. If you get confused in east or west, so this is the approach word which I will say ki sir, we remember the map of the world, right? So all of you have this basic idea of the map of the world, right? So as you know ki India and all comes in the eastern countries, and US and all comes in the western countries, right? So this side is west and this side is east. Just in this way you can remember, this is the east side, this is the west side, right? And now between them, between north and east will come northeast, between east and south will come southeast, between south and west will come southwest, and between west and north will come northwest. Understood? So these are the direction part which you have to remember very carefully. Now the more important part here is when you are moving, suppose when you are facing towards north, what will be your left, what will be your right? When you are facing towards south, what will be your left, what will be your right? Okay, so all these things matters a lot. So suppose a person is facing, let us say is facing this direction. Okay, let us say a person, okay, so let us say a person is facing north direction. Okay, so this is north. Now if this person is, suppose, let us say, facing this direction. Okay, so for him, suppose this person facing this direction, so for him this is the left part and this is the right. Understood? Okay, just assume yourself in this when you are writing paper. So when you are writing paper, always remember, whenever you are writing paper, okay, so according to your diagram, you will always, whatever direction you are facing, you are always facing north. You are always facing north. So the north part, see, as I'm writing here, I am facing north. So this is my left, this is my right. Okay, so the opposite happens with south. So when a person is facing south, so this part becomes left, right? So I will say, sir, left here, and my right will become here. Left, right, this part is very important. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Now when a person is facing east, so this person, if it faces east now, so this left will be here and right will be here. Okay, now the same person, suppose, is facing south. Okay, so you can see this left will come here, right will come here. Now let us shift this person here. Okay, so as you can see, this will go here this way. So you can see from this part, this will be left, this will be right. This is the very important part to understand, which part is left, which part is right. Once you have got this part, once you have understood how to make this diagram, then all the questions of this direction sense test will be very easy. Okay, then the next thing which we have to remember is shadow problems. The only important concept which you need to learn this part is the basic thing which all of us already know, that sun rises in the east. Okay, sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Okay, so this is, suppose, my compass here. North, east, south, west. North, east, south, west. Suppose this is my compass here. Okay, now as I have told, the sun always rises in the east. So remember one thing, during morning. So I will show you three phases. First phase, I am showing you of morning. First phase, I am showing you of morning. Okay, so suppose a person is standing here. Now you know sun will be in the east in the morning. So in the east part, we have our sun here. Okay, now this sun, as we know, the rays will be coming in this way. So the shadow will be formed here. Right, this is the shadow. So as we can see, in the morning, shadow forms in west. Shadow forms in west. Then second part, noon. That means, suppose the person is standing here. Okay, suppose the person is standing here. Okay, now the sun will be exactly above here. Exactly above, right? Now in this part, the rays, sun rays will be like this. Okay, so the shadow will be formed at the bottom of that person. That means my shadow will be here below me. Okay, as the sun is exactly above my head. Now after that will come for the evening part. Okay, third part will be evening. Now we know in the evening the sun is about to set. So the sun has moved from east, then it was at the top, and then it will be going to the west. So in the evening, if the person is standing here, okay, you must be thinking, sir, what this person is doing the whole day? He's just waiting there so that you can understand the shadow problems, right? So in this part, the sun, okay, the sun will be, where will the sun will be? Sun will be in the west. So since sun in the west, see, I have shown here, according to this person, sun is in the east, right? And now according to this person, sun is in the west, right? Because for him this side is the west side, this side is the east side. So sun is in the west, so you can see the rays will be somewhere like this. So the shadow will be formed here. So in the evening, shadow forms in east. Okay, shadow forms in east. Shadow forms in east. Shadow forms in east. Understood? So this is how the three diagrams I have shown here, and this is the basics of word problems. Now we will combine that left and right thing. Suppose when I'm facing north, okay, so when I'm facing north, you can see here clearly that, sir, when I'm facing north, okay, and I've told you whenever you are writing any paper, the direction which you are facing right now, that will be north for you, okay, and then using that reference you will solve all the questions. So if I'm writing this way, so this is my north, so you know this is my left, this is my right, correct? So as we know that my left is what? West, right is east. So if I'm saying ki suppose I am facing north and my shadow forms towards west, or let us say my shadow forms towards my right, my shadow forms towards my right, so tell me what time is it of the day? Like, is it morning, noon, night, is it morning, noon or evening? Three options. So as I'm facing north and my shadow is formed towards my right, that means my shadow is formed in the east, and my shadow forms in the east only when sun is in the west, and when sun is in the west, that means that time is evening. So this is how the questions are there: left, right, shadow problems, and the direction sense test. Okay, now let's move ahead with some questions. So the first question we have is, starting from the point X, Jayant walked 15 meters towards west. So whenever you are solving these questions, one thing I would like to advise all of you is draw the compass. Okay, it won't take much time. A small one: north, east, west and south. Correct? Chalo, now let us see. Arey, which question I have reached here? This question, right? So what I will say, okay sir, this is my shadow, this is what? North, east, west, south. Now starting from point X, Jayant walked 15 meters towards west. So towards west, which means this side. Let us say this is the point X, 15 meter, right? After that he turned left. Now the person was moving towards west, that means he is focusing the direction west. So when a person is focusing the direction west, the person is focusing here, is facing here. So for him, this part is left, this part is right. Correct what they have said? He turned left, that means downside, and walked 20 meters. Chalo sir, he walked 20 meters now. Now he is facing which direction? South. Okay, so he then turned left from south again. So for south person, this is the left part and this is right. So now he then again turned left and walked 15 meters. 15 meter range, which means he will be exactly in this position, because 15 both the sides are equal, right? Then after this he turned to his right. Okay, he turned to his right and walked 12 meters. That means now he is facing the east direction. So east direction, this is the left, this is right. Correct? Now what they are saying, he turned to his right, that means downside, and walked how much? 12 meters. Okay sir, he has walked here 12 meters. Now they are asking how far, in which direction is he now, Jayant, from X. So from X, as you can see, this is the total part, this is 20 meters and this is 12 meters. So total distance, this total distance will be 20 plus 12, which is 32 meters. Okay, and from X you will say, sir, it is towards south. Okay, this is how the questions are solved. Very easy. Just follow what the question is telling you. And you will get your answer. Understood? Let's move to the next question. The next question is this: A, B, C, D are playing cards. A and B are partners. Okay, A and B are partners. Now what they have told? D faces towards north. When see A and B are partners, okay, A and B are partners, that means C and D are partners, and partner sits opposite while playing cards. Now D faces towards north. D is facing towards north. Okay, so that means D is sitting here and he is facing towards north. Correct? This is D. D is facing towards north. You can see here. Okay, where is D looking at? D is looking towards north, right? Then if D is looking here, so his partner is C, so I know sir, C will be sitting here facing towards south. Now if A faces towards west, A is facing towards west, that means A is sitting here and he is looking towards west, so opposite to him B will sit and he is facing towards east. This is how the arrangement is right now. Now what they are asking, Then who faces towards south? Obviously, sir, C faces towards south. Understood? So just follow the questions and you will get your answer. Just follow the questions, you will get your answer. Understood? Let's go for the next question. Shrikant from a certain place went 4 kilometers to east. Okay, from a certain place went 4 kilometers to east. So let us say Shrikant from a certain place went 4 kilometers to east. So suppose he was standing here. Now he has moved 4 kilometers to east. Let us say this is the starting point O. Then he turned left. So for east person, you know, any person traveling in east, the left part is here and right is here. So then he traveled left, he went to left and he turned left and went 1 kilometer. Okay, sir, 1 kilometer. Okay, 1 kilometer here. Then he turned right. So now he is facing towards north. So right is this part. Turned right and went 2 kilometer. Okay, sir, went 2 kilometer. Again he turned right. So right means again down. So and he walked a distance of 9 kilometer. Oh my god. So he walked a distance of 9 kilometer. Okay, sir, here. Total 9 kilometer. Okay. Then at what distance he is from his original point? So at the end he is here. Starting point was here. So the distance between 2 points, okay, distance between 2 points is not the path he has traveled. Distance between 2 points is join both the points using a straight line. So this distance we have to find out what is this distance. Okay, now let us use some basic geometry. If this part is 2 kilometer, this is also 2 kilometer. Okay, so let us say it is O and this point I am saying let us say is A. So OA I will get as 4 plus 2, which is 6 kilometer. Now let us say this is point B, C, and let us say this is point C. BC whole is 9 kilometer. Okay, BC whole is 9 kilometer and this is 1. So this part also will be equal to 1 kilometer. So AB will be equal to 9 minus 1, which is total 8 kilometer. So we got to know ki sir my AB is 8 kilometer. Now you can see clearly here ki sir this is a right angle triangle, so I can find out the hypotenuse using Pythagoras theorem. So I will say sir my OB square will be equal to OA square plus AB square. So you will be getting OA is 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64, which is 100. So OB will be equal to square root of 100, which is what? 10 kilometer. That means he is at a distance of 10 kilometer from the original point. He is at a distance of 10 kilometer from the original point. This is your solution looks like. Okay, I can show you the solution slide also. This is how. Okay, same way. We'll say this will be 8, this will be 6. So distance we have to find out, which will be find out using Pythagoras theorem. So you will get your answer. Let's go for the next question. Oh my god, what name is this here? Yaibirin is standing 4 meters east of Rajib. Okay, 4 meters east of Rajib. So let us say ki sir Rajib is standing here. Okay, let us say that sir Rajib is standing here. This is my Rajib. Now what they are saying, standing 4 meters east. So for this Rajib, east is this side. So here is standing this Yaibirin. Who is, okay, Yaibirin is standing 4 meters east of Rajib, who is 1 meter north of Achira. If Shahiba is standing 3 meters south of Akira, it is Akira I think, I don't know. Then in which direction of Yaibirin is Shahiba? Okay, so this is a bit confusing question because many names, many characters. So let us break one by one. Okay, one by one part. Yaibirin is standing 4 meters east of Rajib. Yes. Okay. Who what? Rajib. Who is 1 meter north of Achira. Okay, north of Achira. That means Achira is standing here. So that for her it will be north. Sorry. Not here. Achira will be standing here. Okay, 1 meter. And this is 4 meter. For Achira, Rajib is what? 1 meter north. Right? If Shahiba is standing 3 meters south of Akira. 3 meters south of Akira, so 3 meters south of Akira is Shahiba. Then in which direction Yaibirin is? In which direction of Yaibirin is Shahiba? So for this part, as you can see here clearly, okay, this is your west, this is your south, and this is the line connecting here. So definitely, sir, this direction is what? Southwest. Where is southwest? Southwest is here. So option D will be correct answer. So just read the question, what the question is trying to tell you, and you will get your answers. Okay. So the correct answer will be southwest. Understood? This is how you have to solve all the questions. Now, let's say one morning at 8 a.m. Now see, understand the keyword. What is the keyword? Morning. Morning means we know, sir, sun will be sun will be in the east and direction will be formed, the shadow will be formed in the west, right? So Navneet and Ravneet were standing on a lawn with their back towards each other at the distance of 100 meter. Okay, now Navneet may be here and Ravneet may be here, or Ravneet may be here, Navneet may be here. So this arrangement we don't know, but we know one thing, the sun is in the east, so shadow will be formed in the west. Now they are saying Navneet's shadow fell exactly towards his left hand. Now see, they are both standing with back towards each other. That means suppose one person's is back, so one person is facing this side, other person's is back here, so this person is facing this side. Okay, now towards each other at the distance of 100 meter, the distance between them is 100 meter. Okay, sir. Now Navneet's shadow fell exactly, I know the shadow for both of them will be formed in the west. The shadow will be formed here. This is the shadow and his shadow will also be here because my sun is in the east, right? Because my sun is in the east. So what we have known that Navneet's shadow fell exactly towards his left hand. Now this west part will be left for the person who is standing towards north. For the south person, the shadow is towards his right. See, if I am facing towards south, let us say this is south and this is north. So if I am facing towards south, this is my right hand. Shadow is forming towards right. But if I am facing north, my shadow is towards my left. So that means this is Navneet. This is Navneet who is facing north. Okay. And that means the next person, Ravneet. This will be your Ravneet. Okay, now what they are saying, shadow fell exactly towards his left hand. After 15 minutes, Ravneet turns 135 degree. 135 degree, that means more than 90 degree, and that to anti-clockwise. So this Ravneet from here, if he turns, suppose, so now we got to know ki, sir, this is the compass. Let us make a neat diagram here. Ravneet is standing here. If he moves anti-clockwise means opposite to the direction of clock. So clock direction is this way. So opposite means this side. From here to here 90 degree. From 135 subtract 90 you are getting 45. That means half a round more. So he reached somewhere here. Correct? After 135 degree anti-clockwise rotation, which direction Ravneet is facing now? You can clearly say, sir, north east. He is facing northeast direction. So we just have to follow what the question is trying to tell us and we will get the correct answers. Okay. Now the next question. Raju invited friend George for a dinner at his house. When George asked for the direction of Raju's house, Raju gave him the following instruction. Proceed 140 meters south from your house. Then walk 200 meters to east. Then turn to north and walk 100 meters. After that walk 160 meters to west. What is the shortest distance between the two houses and the direction to Raju's house from George's house? Okay, so this is a very lengthy question, but don't worry about the length. Okay, don't worry about the length. We can easily solve it. Since I don't have a place, so I'll directly show you the solution. Okay, so the solution will be like this. Okay, what they have told, Raju invited George for a dinner at his house. When George asked for the direction, Raju told, first thing, proceed 140 meters south. So see, he proceeded 140 meters south, right? Then walk 200 meters to east. So 200 meters to east. Okay. Then turn north. So turn north. So what he have got? 100 meter towards north. Okay, 100 meter towards north. After that walk 160 meters to west. So after that he walked 160 meters to the west. Okay, now they have told what is the shortest distance between the two houses. So this is the first house here and this is the second house here. So you know the shortest distance is what? This line. So as you know, this is 40. Okay, this is total was 140 and this is 100, so this will be equal to 40, and this total is 200, so this is 160, so this will be 40. So this is a right angle triangle, so this will be equal to under root of 40 square plus 40 square. So you will solve it, you will be getting 40 root 2. 40 root 2 meter will be your answer. Okay, so just we have to follow, and in this question this was very easy because they have not told us the left right. That becomes still difficult when they are clearly telling you north, west, south, so it's very easy, right? So these kind of questions are very easy. Now see, you might get scared by looking at the length of this question, but it is very easy. Okay, so you have to remember these things. Direction questions, they are very easy. Just follow what the question is trying to tell you. Okay, now let's move ahead. One evening before sunset, two friends, Rajni and Sanjay, were talking face to face. If Sanjeev's shadow was exactly to his right side, in which direction Rajni was facing? Now see, one evening, again to focus. Evening means my sun, the sun will be in west. Okay, and let us say they are facing, talking face to face. Okay, sir. Okay, now if Sanjeev's shadow was exactly to his right, I don't know where, who is what, but both the shadows will be formed towards east. Both the shadows will be formed towards east. Now they are saying Sanjeev's shadow was exactly to his right side. So for a person who is facing north, only for that person the shadow will be towards right. For him the shadow, this is left, this is right for this person, this is right, this is left for this person. That means this will be your Sanjeev and this person will be your Sanjeev, and this person will be your Rajni. Okay, Rajni. So now in which direction Rajni was facing? Obviously we can say Rajni was facing south direction. Rajni is facing south direction. Understood? So these kind of questions are very easy to solve. Now we'll move ahead with the next part, which is what? Time and work. Which is the next part, which is what? Time and work. In these questions, again the same kind of questions, the part which you have done for the questions like let us say your work and time, these kind of questions are very easy to solve. Just try to remember that the LCM method which I have shown you in the trailer, remember, if one capacity is this, one capacity is this, that kind of questions will be solved. Let's go by questions itself. This is one formula which is very important. Suppose they will give you a particular work. Let us say I told you that 10 men are doing that work in 20 days. So 5 men will do that work in how many days? So that kind of questions can be done very easily. So 10 men in 20 days. So this gives you work. So let us say my total work is what? 200. Now 5 men will do it in how many days? The work is 200 only. So X will become what? 200 by 5, which is equal to 40 days. Okay. So this will, remember this thing bacho, man into the time taken gives you your work. Okay, will give us our work. So we will say, sir, first thing we got to know that 10 men, 20 days, so 200 work. Something, whatever it is, 200 units of work. So same work will be completed by 5 men in, so 200 by 5, total 40 days. Okay, now sometimes they will give the time in different ways. Some will say, some people are working for 10 days and they are working 6 hours a day. And other set of persons, they are working 8 hours a day, but they are working only for 8 days. So in that case, you have to remember this thing, bachon, that ultimately when we have to count the time for how many hours they work, so number of men, whatever it is, time you will count as number of days they are working, and every day how many hours they are working. If they are giving different hours, is equal to M2 into D2 into H2. Okay, same thing. Understood? This is how you will find out your work. Okay, now suppose if they'll say ki they have completed half of the work, so this will give you half of the work, so you can find out what is the total work and again continue in that part only. Okay, so let us look at some questions and try to solve them. So the first question we have is 24 men complete a given job in 40 days, then how many men required to complete a job in 32 days? So from here I can clearly say, sir, my total work, as I know, is men into time, so my total work, okay, sir, my total work I know is equal to men. 24 men completing it in 40 days. So this is my total work. How many men required to complete a job in 32 days? So let us say 32 men will complete the work in X days. So what is the total work? So 24 into 40. So your X will be equal to 24 into 40, by 32. This is 8 3s are 8 4s are 4 1s are 4 10s are 3 into 10 30 days. Now one more thing to observe, if 24 men are completing it in 40 days, obviously if I am recruiting more person, the time taken will be less. The time taken has to be less, so the answer has to be less than 40. Since all the options are given less than 40, so you have to solve this way and you will say, sir, my correct answer will be 30 days. Correct answer will be 30 days. Right? Let's move ahead to the next question. A can do a work in 15 days, B can do it in 20 days. If they work on it together for 4 days, then the fraction of the work that is left. So again that LCM method here. What is that LCM method? We will say it's a total work. See, A is doing some work in 15 days and B is doing some work in 20 days. So let us take LCM of 15 and 20. What is the LCM of 15 and 20? 60. So this will be my total work. Okay, so I have got, sir, my total work is 60. Now, A is doing this work in 15 days. So, work per day done by A. How much work done by A in 1 day? So you can say, sir, work done by A in 1 day will be 60 divided by how many days he is completing in 15 days. That means he is doing 4 work per day. Out of those 60 work he is completing, suppose 60 charts they have to prepare, suppose 60 chairs they have to prepare. So A is preparing 4 chairs per day. A is preparing 4 chairs per day, so that in 15 days 4 plus 4 plus 4 15 times will become 60 chairs, right? Similarly, work done by B in 1 day will be equal to what? 60 by 20, which means 3 works per day. B is doing 3 work per day. Now they are saying if they are working together, okay, if they are work together for 4 days. So let us see. A is doing 4 work per day, B is doing 3 work per day. So A plus B in 1 day, work done by A plus B in 1 day will be what? 4 plus 3, which is 7 work. And how many days they are working? For 4 days. So 7 into 4, that means they have completed 28 work. Out of 60 chairs, they have built 28 chairs. Right? So how much fraction of the work is left? So how much work is left now? So work left, I will say, sir, work left will be equal to 60 minus 28. You will be getting 32. Right? This is the work left. So the fraction. How do we find out the fraction? Incomplete work. Incomplete work. 32 work is incomplete and total work was 60. 32 work is incomplete, total work was 60. So you'll be getting this is as 4 8s are 4 15s are. So 8 by 15. Where is 8 by 15? 8 by 15. 8 by 15 of the work is incomplete. So these questions are done this way. Very easy part. Okay, just remember this way. If A can do this in this days, B can do this in this ways. So in these kind of questions, you have to take the LCM. You have to take the LCM and then move ahead. Okay, let's move ahead to the next part. We have how A can do a piece of work in 4 hours, B and C together can do it in 3 hours, while A and C together can do it in 2 hours. How long will B take alone to do it? Chalo, let us do it in the same way. Okay, let us first take the LCM of all. 4 hours, 3 hours and 2 hours. So LCM of 4, 3 and 2 will be what? 12. 12. So 12 work. Total work we have is what? 12. Total work we have is what? 12. So A is doing it in 4 hours, is in doing it in 4 hours. So work done by A in 1 hour. Work done by A in 1 hour will be equal to what? 12 divided by 4, which is what? A is doing 3 work per hour. Let us say similarly they are saying B and C together do it in 3 hours. So work done by B and C, B plus C in 1 hour will be equal to how many times? They are taking 3 hours. So 12 by 3 is what? 4. That means B and C together are completing 4 work. Now this can be like C is doing 1, B is doing 3, B is doing 2, C is doing 2, B is doing 3, C is doing 1. Anything could happen, right? So we don't know that. Now next thing they are told ki sir A and C together can do it in 2 hours. So I know A and C in 1 hour how much they will do? So 12 by 2, which is equal to 6. Out of all this I have got 3 basic information. Sir, A is equal to 3, B plus C is equal to 4 and A plus C is equal to 6. Now I know A is equal to 3. Put A is equal to 3 in this equation, you will be getting 3 plus C is equal to 6. That means C is also 6 minus 3, 3. C is also doing 3 work per day. Now this value of C is 3 here, put C 3 here as well in the second equation. So you will get B plus 3. Why? Because C is equal to 3 is equal to 4. So we have got B is equal to 1. That means B is doing 1 work in 1 hour. What is the total work? 12 work. So how many hours he will take? So 12 total work divided by the work done by him in 1 hour is what? 1. So we'll be getting total 12 hours he will take to complete the work. Total 12 hours he will take to complete the work. Okay, let's move ahead with the next question. A and B can do a job in 12 days. B and C can do it in 16 days. After A has worked for 5 days and B have worked for 7 days, C can finish the rest in 13 days. In how many days can C do the work alone? Now this is your homework question. It's a bit tricky, so I have kept it as a homework so that you will have to use your whole ideas, whole concept that how this question can be solved. Okay, let me see how many of you would be able to give me correct answer. Next question. 10 women can complete a work in 7 days. 10 children can take 14 days to complete the work. How many days will 5 women and 10 children complete the work? Again, very easy question. See, this kind of questions you have already done in your linear equation in 2 variables. Okay, these questions as cannot be solved. I can either get the shortcut, but shortcut will not be true for all kind of questions. So we'll just go by the method. We'll say ki sir 10 women. We'll say that sir 10 women complete a work in 7 days. Okay, 10 women complete the work in 7 days, right? So I will say ki sir 10 into 7, what you are getting? 70. Okay, then 10 children take 14 days to complete the work. 10 children take 14 days to complete the work. So you will be getting 10 into 14, 140. What is the LCM of 70 and 140? LCM of these two is 140 only. LCM of these two is 140 only. Okay, so now from here you will get to know, see, 7, if now we will say the total work is 140. Total work is 140. Now see, 10 women are working for 7 days and they have to complete 140 work. So in 1 day how much work they will do? So I will say sir, in 1 day work done by women, okay, for women, in 1 day 10 women. In 1 day 10 women, how much work they will do in 1 day? So you will say the total work is 140 and they are working for total 7 days. Okay, so divided by 7, that means they will do 20 work per day. So 20, 20, 20, 20, this way they will complete the work, 140 work in 7 days, right? Now this is 20 work by 10 women. 20 work by 10 women. So one woman will do how much work per day? One woman in 1 day. So total 10 women are doing 20 work. So one woman is doing 20 by 10, which is equal to 2 work per day. 2 work per day. Okay, 2 work per day. Similarly, let us find out for child as well. How many children? 10 children working for 14 days. So how much work they will complete in 1 day? So sir, total work is 140 and they are working for 14 days. That means each day they are completing 10 work. And so one children, how much work he will be doing in 1 day? So we will say sir, 10 children are doing 10 work. So one children will be doing 10 by 10 because in 1 day 10 children are working. In 1 day 10 children are working. So this 10 work is done by 10 children. So one child will do 10 by 10, which is equal to what? 1 work. So we got the basic. 2 work and 1 work, right? One woman do 2 work in 1 day. One child do 1 work in 1 day. Now let us see what they are saying. 5 women and 10 children. 5 women. If one woman is doing 2 work in 1 day, so in 1 day 5 women, how many work they will do? So 5 into 2, that means 10 work. 10 work they are completing in 1 day. And 10 children, one child is completing 1 work in 1 day. So 10 children will complete 10 work in one day. So overall total work completed by them in one day is what? Total work completed by them is 10 plus 10 will be equal to 20 work. 20 work they are completing in one day. 20 work they are completing in one day. What is the total work we have got here? 140. So we'll say, sir, divide 140 by 20. You will be getting 7 days. 7 days they will complete. Okay, so we again go to the basic only. What is the work done by one child in one day? One work done by one woman in one day, and then we'll continue further. Okay, so this is all bachcho in today's session. I hope all of you enjoyed it. Do practice more and more questions. Any doubts of work time and direction test questions you are getting in suppose in this part, you can post the doubt in the comment section, and I would request all my students to just go through comments, and if you are getting anything, suppose a student is posted a doubt, try to solve it. Otherwise I would be there, I'll just give you the solution. Okay, so this is all in today's session bachcho. I hope all of you have enjoyed it. Do download Vedantu's app, which is having free doubt solving facility. Okay, free study material and schedule of the master classes as well, and you can also get the schedule of all the master classes there. And the next thing is, do like, share and subscribe this video. Okay, and those who want to reach me regarding anything, this is my email ID, gopal.paliwal@vedantu.com. Okay, I'll be replying to your mails. Okay, any doubt, any inquiry you are having, you can ask me. Okay bachcho, so till then, bye bye, good night. Yup, chalo, I'll see you soon. Yup, chalo, bye bye.